The ship's journey begins in Ushuaia. From there it goes on to the Falkland Islands. The voyage continues to South Georgia and the South Orkney Islands. Finally, we reach the Antarctic Peninsula. Many beautiful landfalls stretch before us. Ushuaia is the southernmost town on Earth and some 1,000 kilometers away from Antarctica. But even so, about 45,000 people live here, and between spring and autumn, this is the starting point for most of the expeditionary ships to the Antarctic continent. Now it's cast off, and we sail out into the South Atlantic. Our time at sea flies past. We receive visits from Cape petrels, and later also from albatrosses. On the north coast of the East Falklands lies its capital, Stanley. Today, 1,500 of the 2,500 mainly British inhabitants of the Falklands live here. Come and join us for a walk around this attractive little town. Argentinian invasion troops landed here in 1982 and took possession of the island, but after 2 months they had to surrender to the British Liberation Forces. We reach the outer islands of the Falklands. We embark early on an exploratory tour. Our first objective are the black-browed albatrosses. After a good long walk, we reach the colony of these elegant gliders. It's breeding time. The birds have sculpted their cylindrical nests out of the moist earth. A single albatross egg has been laid in each nest. Months later, the youngster has already grown to a stately size. Just around the corner, a breeding colony of rockhopper penguins is being founded. Using their sharp claws, they climb on this rocky coastline with ease. They grow to about 60 centimeters, weighing between 2.5 and 4 kilos, and can live for about 10 years. In order to feed, the rockhopper penguins have to get down to the ocean 200 meters below. They have been named rockhoppers because of the way they manage this difficult journey down the cliff face with a genteel hopping motion. Because of commercial fishing around the Falklands and the oil pollution of the sea along the South American coast, their population is becoming endangered. In some areas, they have decreased by 80%. On the coast of Carcass Island, we encounter gentoo penguins. A great many pebbles have to be first found and then laboriously piled so that the elaborate nest can be constructed. At this moment, a young penguin hatches, and we are lucky enough to be able to closely observe the family event. The following day, we head off in an easterly direction towards South Georgia and find ourselves on the high seas accompanied by albatrosses. A long way from the South Georgia coast, we pass the bizarre breeding cliffs for seabirds at Shag Rock. At Elsahul, South Georgia, we investigate our surroundings in a Zodiac, an extremely flexible but stable and secure inflatable boat. It is spring, and many fur seals and penguins have gathered here. We drive into Stromness, a deserted whaling station. It is now repopulated with gentoo penguins and fur seals. One can see that the baby fur seals feel very comfortable here too. Practicing to be the leader starts from an early age. There is a fair amount of luck involved in seeing a blondie. The chances are 1 in 1,000. One of the legacies of the human inhabitants are the reindeers introduced in 1911 by the Norwegian Carl Anton Larsen. From the original 10, there are now 10,000 reindeers. Salisbury Plain, a wide plateau between 2 glaciers, provides the living space for about 180,000 king penguins. The king penguin lives on the subantarctic islands, but not on the Antarctic mainland. The king penguins prefer sandy coastlines and establish their breeding colonies behind the beaches. King penguins breed twice in 3 years, skipping 1 breeding year. Breeding and raising the chicks takes about 13 months. Because of their brown, fluffy down coats,